So the next story we have here is about the modern setting that's going to be implemented into Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. There was like word here about like how they're going to make use of these modern settings as opposed to how they did Assassin's Creed 3, where it was more like action oriented and you running around as Desmond. Basically, you're going to be playing as a research analyst in Abstergo, which is the modern equivalent of the Templars within the storyline for guys who are aware of the story for that. And yeah, I mean, you're basically just going to be kind of like looking around and exploring things and kind of getting a feel for like the storyline within the modern setting. So what do you think of this departure from the more action-oriented parts and going into more of an exploring part?
Well, they've never implemented the modern Assassin's Creed idea well. It hasn't been done well yet. Every game, it feels like it's an afterthought, and it's just something that you have to go through to get to the next awesome part. And I'm assuming that this whole thing's still going to take place either before or after the major event that happened at the end of the third one. So it'll be interesting to see how that portion of it plays out. But honestly, can you just, like, give us cutscenes and us not have to play it?
Right.
Like, just let us play the awesome parts? Like, you're forcing me into this thing, and I guess it's like that storytelling portion of it. Like, I get it, you need to tell the story, but find a better way to deliver it.
It's really kind of the video game part of it. It's just the video game part of it, like where they're trying to get you to like interact with as many things as possible, and like this might not be a part of the game that we need to interact with. Like, it's more just kind of like story and exposition and all that.
I guess the question is, do we have to play it? Like, do we have to?
Well, that's what I was going to say, is, like, as far as, like, them making a new game, like, I mean, I want to try to play the games so I can understand the story a little bit more, because I do like the story of the games. The gameplay never really interested me that much, so much as the story did. And, like, this game, I know it's probably not a good game to start off with, but at least I would like to learn more about it, and them doing something that they didn't do before. It's kind of like, okay, well, this might seem a little interesting, too. So, yeah, it's like, I'd give it a shot.
I mean, like I know AC4 would actually be like a good starting off point. Actually, like if you are new to the series, because they kind of like wrapped up the whole Desmond Miles like storyline after Assassin's Creed 3. And
we think.
You think? Yeah. I mean, like they like essentially did, but like he's supposed to have like a cameo in Black Flag. I know. So I mean, like he's not gonna be like a main focus as far as like the main like modern day storyline anyway, but like I guess there's just going to be kind of getting more of an inside look on Abstergo and what they're doing in today's world. So I don't know, it'll be interesting to see like what they do with that. But I think this is kind of like a better way of implementing like the modern day settings as opposed to just kind of like forcing you to like, okay, now you learned all the stuff in the anime, now go run around, you know?
It's never felt like it should be there. Like it's just you walking and having weird conversations with people. Like, very odd things that don't fit together. Like, it's never fit.
I guess it'll make more sense once people actually play the game and, you know, get to see it.
Yeah, this may be a better way of getting around that.
Yeah, and, you know,
we'll give it a shot.
And on a side note about the game, as far as story goes, that's something I would actually, I don't know if they have it already, but that's something I'd actually like to read, like, as in, you know, the comic book, graphic novel format. It's just like, I feel like, for a story like this, I'd love to read it just as much as play the game, because it seems very appealing story-wise. So
I might have it here, actually.
Pulling it out.
Well, yeah, now I got it right here.
You name a Death Ray Roundtable, you can win Assassin's Creed, whatever this is called.
Yeah, it's called Subject 4, actually. So it kind of gets into like it's like a Russian like storyline, or at least an ancestor in like ye old Russian times or whatever, I forget. But,
ye old Russian times.
And see, like
old Sergei's story.
And see, I like stuff like that too. And it's like for some games like this, like, you know, I pull up Dead Space, kind of the same thing. It's like even that same deal. They did a whole bunch of stuff, like side note stuff with that, like as far as like doing a movie.
Expanded universe.
Yeah, expanded universe. And not being somebody who started off with the first game, I would still play that game just to, you know, play it and experience it and understand more about the story and stuff. So.
And be a pirate. Yar. But I don't want to be a pirate. Ultimately, I think we all want to see more of a, I guess, like hands off. Like just tell us a story and just throw us back into like the action, like as like a freaking pirate. Like once that's all done and over with.
Yeah.